Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how we can add a node after some value in singly linked list. So let us try to visualize this problem with proper explanations. Now let us think that we have a linked list with 4 nodes. The head is pointing to the very first node, so the content of the head is the address of the very first node, which is 1000 in this case. Now let us think that we have to add a node after the value 6. 6 is presented at the second node. So how we can do that? First of all, we have to create a node called temp, and we have to add the proper data in its data field, and the address portion of this node is pointing to null. Now next, what we have to do, we have to break this link. Before breaking this link, we must have to store this link to some other variable, because if we break this link, we will be unable to traverse the linked list, and once any link is broken, we cannot traverse the entire linked list. Now after that, this node, the address part of this node should point to this node temp. So it is pointing to this node, and instead of pointing to null, the address portion of this node should point to this. It's very simple. And after that, the list should look like this. You can see that this node is added after the value 6. Now let me show you the code how we can do that. It's the entire list. Here the picture tells the every process, and I have written a function insert after node which has 2 arguments. One is int after value, another is int value. After value is the value after we want the node, and the value is the value that we want to store on that node, which is basically we have to store the value in the data portion of that node. Now I have declared a pointer to node which is pointing to head initially, and declared another pointer of node type which is not pointing to any other nodes, which is not initialized in this case. Now what I am doing here, first of all I am checking whether the list is empty or not. If ptr equals to null, it will simply return the control to the function from that this function is called. So if the head is pointing to null, it means that there are no nodes in this linked list, so we are unable to add some nodes. Now I have to create or allocate a block for the node, and we have after that the node asterisk is used to typecast this address, and we have stored the address of the allocated block, that is the temp, in a variable called temp. Actually temp is a pointer, so it is pointing to the 5020 memory location in this case. Now after that, we have set the data portion of the temp to value, and temp next equals to null, which means that the address portion of this node is pointing to 0, which is basically null. And after that, we have to traverse the list. Here I have written the code ptr data not equals to after value. For the first time, when the loop will be executed, ptr data is not after value. After value is basically 6 in this case. So the condition is true, so loop will be executed for next time, and now ptr is ptr next, which is 2000 in this case. And here you can see that the ptr data is 6, so it will be terminated. And after that, I have written temp next equals to ptr next, so temp next is pointing to 3000 now instead of null. And after that, ptr next equals to temp, so the address portion of this node is pointing to this node. That's very simple. Thank you very much for watching this video.